honestly couldn't envision. I never envisioned us losing. I couldn't envision it. To the Bears,
we losing because we doing the same shit.
To the Bears.
Can't stop, set the edge.
Yeah, but they've been doing it all night. They deserve. They're blocking well.
It's brutal.
This run defense has been atrocious, bro.
But who's your edge people?
That's Jacob.
Jaden Daniels lost the game. See, I'm going to say it. Y'all scared to say it. I'm going to let my nuts hang and say, I can care less. The quarterback cost you. He never had control of the football. You shouldn't try to put it in the back of the belly of the back.
Yeah.
You take that and you fall to the ground.
Fall on it.
You're not supposed to be in shotgun in the rain.
That too.
You got the best punter in the league. But I love this. Is funny as shit when they do this thing.
I'm confident that these idiots are going to make a mistake.
Yeah,
I'm
confident.
confident.
Last year.
We already blocked the field goal, but I just don't.
He's staying in bounds.
I need Jake Moody to slip.
Anything can happen. Yeah, nothing's guaranteed. I just can't envision losing.
A bad.
Why can't we win 2 games in a row, bro?
Oh, man.
Jacob Martin getting blocked by Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze got that African strength, though. He's strong.
Yeah, they showed him with his helmet off. You're like, whoa, I didn't realize how much hair was in that helmet.
I'm honestly, I'm distraught. Okay.
I'm holding out hope right now. I'm not feeling the best in the
I ain't gonna lie, this is what happened last year. This is how I felt last year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I was on the floor.
Yeah, I was right there looking at the laughing.
Like I know they're gonna make another mistake. Yeah. The Bears are not a smart football team.
I'm back to, in my mind, I was going on.
Yeah, no. You just get comfortable.
Where the fuck is Toby?
Yeah, with all this wind too, Toby's in there chilling.
Dog! I'm about to start up already. You might as well. You ready to go? Because now I'm about to be insufferable. You ain't gonna be able to stand me. There may be some furniture moving in here. You may have to treat me like we in the 80s.
No, because it's the Bears. If anybody else but the Bears, I agree with you.
Come on.
They're total fuck ups. So.
And we let them score. Let him score, you idiots. We so damn stupid. Let him score.
That's brutal. I mean, Preston Smith can't run.
No, he can't.
He can't run.
The Stanley said, you got to blow it up, son.
Yeah, when you go take out the line, like, come on, man. I actually don't want to be talked to by anybody for a long time.
Still got one in his pocket. Talking about Darnell Wright, who was questionable all week.
You know what's crazy is they're still going to try and score a touchdown.
In the Bears' last game,
Ben Johnson's going to try and put the nail in the coffin.
Well, I never thought we'd lose the game. I thought I was going home.
Hey, chat. We're just kind of watching. Heart rate high as hell right now.
This is terrible.
I'm approaching 100 and change on the heart rate according to the Garmin. I know the Bears have one more mistake.
Okay. Hey, fellas, Doc, y'all want to say a prayer real quick?
Pray or something? I mean,
I know I ain't gonna be next year.
Hey, look.
I need the divine to come down.
We got to tell the boss. We got about 25 minutes. I'm insufferable. I don't want to say anything that'll jeopardize the people how they view me. You know. Because I'm feeling
I'm
really.
putting the phone away. I don't want to see nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to get a live reaction. I'm really hoping it's positive. I'm not optimistic. I'm really hoping it's positive. I need a bad snap.
The only reason,
I need homeboy to slip.
It sucks more because it's Jaden, bro. Like, how do you make that mistake, bro?
I need somebody to get around the corner. Save us from having to crush our quarterback. Is that too much to ask for? Lord. I'm a mess. I don't know how you did this last year. Come on, Deron.
Don't go line up over the center, you idiots.
Come on. Somebody make a play. Come on. Come on. Abysmal. Abysmal, abysmal, abysmal. But silly to think that you can win a football game when you lose the turnover battle 3-0. And 2 of those turnovers came from your quarterback. I mean, that is a brutal way, and they're showing the replay. You just have to fall on that. That's brutal, man. So welcome into the post game. This is not going to be a fun post game show.
Joe, shut up.
By any stretch of the imagination. Washington loses to Chicago 25-24 on a last-second field goal that was set up based off of a fumble by Jaden trying to basically toss the ball into the hands of Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And then the defense started getting gashed on run plays to DeAndre Swift. This should have been this should be a Washington win where we're celebrating overcoming 2 turnovers, and that third turnover was not the straw that broke the camel's back, Lynnell. It was like the axe that cut your knees off and then told you to run, and you can't.
I don't even know how to follow that up.
I didn't even think that Chicago played well in the second half. But it was literally 2 plays. It was a play that DeAndre Swift took to the house, and somehow the most flag-happy officiating crew of the NFL doesn't realize the clock is at 0 when that's snapped for a delay of game. Let it happen. Quan Martin doesn't push a guy out of bounds when you're up on the sideline, and then Jaden fumbles it.
Where are these damn numbers at? This is my frustration. We brag about this group all week long. Yes, Eddie Goldman means that much to the run defense, and he doesn't play. We can't stop the run for the first time all freaking season.
I mean,
it's frustrating, dog.
It's terrible.
Gave up 5.5 yards a pop on the ground tonight. Anybody, anywhere, anytime I ask. Y'all play every other game. That's the problem with this defense.
145 yards on 27 carries. And it's not even like that was aided by one massive play. Swift had a bunch of really big chunk plays. He had 14 carries for 108 yards. DeAndre Swift averaged 7.7 yards a pop. And it felt like he got all 7 yards every single time he touched the ball. And then he had that 55-yard touchdown.
So I don't know. I hear you. Defense screwed you totally. Couldn't stop the run. We can't overcome our best player making mistakes.
Especially with the offense heavily watered down. literally and figuratively. Do they not practice a wet ball drill? Am I the dumb one here? Because I have access to the weather app.
I just don't.
It's not like raining was a secret. Like you knew water would fall from the sky onto the field and would therefore adjust the grip on the football.
Yeah.
Did they not practice with a wet ball, or did they just have a really bad practice with a wet ball? And what on God's green earth are you doing in a shotgun on 3rd and 1 with an opportunity to run the football?
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Like Jaden can play under center. It's not like he was Robert, where Robert couldn't play under center because he couldn't take a snap. He can play under center, and you put him at 3rd and 1 in the most crucial play as it's raining. And literally, almost as if it was poetic foreshadowing, ESPN shows the lights where you just see swirls of rain, and then they cut to Jaden in shotgun. How? Why? What is the decision-making process there? I don't know if that's on Cliff, if that's on Dan. Dan's going to be the one to answer for it later tonight. We don't get to talk to Cliff for another 3 days. And by that point, everyone should be moved on. A missed field goal came back to bite because Matt Gay wasn't automatic. You cannot have 3 turnovers to no turnovers and then missed field goals and penalties. A brutal loss, man. Because that felt like it should have been a game that Washington stole. And they just gave it right back.
Damn.
Jaden was electric prior to that fumble in the second half, too. That throw on the sideline to Jalen Lane was fantastic. The touchdown pass to Luke. The touchdown pass to Zach Ertz. That's a classic Jaden and Zach Ertz. But the fumble was awful. And you couldn't run the football to save your life.
Well, that's really, to me, the difference. The difference in this football game. Games been played the same way since the 1900s, the early 1900s. The team that imposes their will on a line of scrimmage wins. Washington tonight, the number 1 rush offense in the NFL, gave you 4 yards a pop, but I think situationally, you had some mistakes and some self-inflicted wounds that put you in position to where you couldn't run the ball in certain spots that you wanted to, but I'm not going to pretend. This game was lost because you turned the football over. You were in the red zone, and instead of coming away with 3, Jaden Daniels is late, throws an interception. Jaden Daniels was not very good tonight. I'm going to say what some folks are scared to say.
Well, he was defined by 2 awful plays.
Defined by 2 awful plays, but there were missed shots down the field as well. Some of these scrambles where he's taking off and running, there are people open down the field. This is the byproduct of a guy playing in what? This was his 3rd game of the year, 4th game of the year. So he'll get it. He'll be better. They'll make up from it. But like we talked about it all day long, this is such a crucial stretch of their schedule. If you think next weekend in Dallas is going to be any easier than this, they actually have a quarterback in Dallas that's not brain dead. Caleb Williams played like a total dumbass tonight. Let's call it what it is. If Caleb Williams had half a brain, and I'm the guy that spent all week praising him, Denton. I'm getting into phone arguments with people. Caleb Williams was terrible today. If they play this way, Dak will put up 60. You play the way you played tonight defensively, they'll put up 60. Are you kidding? Defense, for all of you that want to crap on the defense, you turned the football over how many times, Denton?
3 times.
3 times. They gave up 25 points. What do you want from the defense? I'm more upset and lost with this because Luke DiPietro, I know you're watching. The Washington Commanders have a personality disorder. The Washington Commanders are schizophrenic. They don't know who they are. Are you a contender or not? Are you this team that we think you are or not? I went up here and sat up here after the Chargers game, and I said they're on the short list of 7 to 8 teams that could win the damn Super Bowl. Does that look like a Super Bowl winning team tonight? Quan Martin pushed the guy out of bounds, brother. All I heard all offseason long was Quan Martin this, Quan Martin that, Quan Martin this, Quan Martin that. I don't need Steve Suter to tell me that Quan Martin's been asked this year. I don't.
Like, how do you
Steve, we love you, by the way.
How do you not push him out? Like, you have to understand the sideline is your friend there. Like,
Michael in the chat, Caleb Williams was brain dead and terrible with 0 turnovers. Did you see the throws that he missed?
Y'all, does Quan Martin bench press at all? Like,
did you see the throws that Caleb Williams missed tonight? I'm just yelling. You know what? I don't know why I'm reading the chat.
If you're bench pressing, it's a push motion. You want to push the guy out of bounds.
Man, that's frustrating.
No, if you looked at this game and thought Caleb Williams was excellent, you're a Bears fan, and Bears fans are idiots. If you looked at this game and thought that Jaden was excellent, he was not excellent. He had 2 costly turnovers that robbed Washington points and then effectively handed the game away, literally and figuratively, to Chicago by not being able to corral the ball. I want to think that, Lynnell, it gets better when guys come back, but this wasn't a personnel loss. I think that's the thing that I'm struggling with the most here. It's not like you lost this game because it was very clear that you were down wide receiver 1 and wide receiver, what effectively is wide receiver 3. It was not that at all. It was Jaden was actually making use of guys like Luke McCaffrey and Jalen Lane and Zach Ertz. Nice to see you, my friend. It's been a few weeks. He was making use of all these guys, and then it was the guy that we have anointed as the savior, and he is going to be I don't anticipate that he is going to say anything different when he gets to a podium. I think he's going to say, hey, I lost the game for the team today. But he did. That fumble cost them an opportunity to put the game away. Now, you can blame, it's not fully on Jaden. You can blame Cliff. Why are you in shotgun? It's 3rd and 1.
Try to salt the game away, man.
Get under center. Like, use your big bodies. Get under center. I know that the Bears' defensive line had played fantastic today, but you also kind of knew that was 4-down territory. Or it was at least a possibility that was 4-down territory. You get 2 plays.
If you would have got something.
To get 1 yard, right? Go under center. On top of that, where's Chris Rodriguez? Is he not your short down back guy? Not that it's going to make much of a difference on that, because the play was literally basically a toss into his chest. But there's a lot of different things he could have done.
Like, that's
the first of which is corralling the football and then falling on it and punting it. And he did not do that.
The chat is big, man. The chat, I can't lie, the chat is actually funny as hell. Well, yeah, Andrew Keating, thank you. Who we choose? The sexier thing to do would be to blame Jaden. The real thing to do is blame that damn Matt Gay. All he does is blow spots. Just blow big opportunity after big opportunity. But no, like, it's just hard. Because, like, the dude that has been the catalyst for a lot of what happened over the past 18 months was probably the reason we lost this afternoon, if I'm being honest. Like,
and it's crazy to say that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
3, and there were
all
dimes.
of them were beautiful.
Yeah.
And he had a few other beautiful passes. It's just, for whatever the reason is, they didn't adjust to the rain. And, like, it rains here
a lot.
You should have known it was going to rain. And even if you didn't know it was going to rain before the game, when you're on the field and you feel the water coming from the clouds onto your body, you should know shotgun is maybe not the best idea. Can a ball slip when you're under center? Yes, it's very possible. But you know what it doesn't do? It doesn't then travel through the air. Like when he slipped, it is because it traveled through the air. You take away the traveling through the air into more rain when you just get under center. I feel like I'm explaining football to people that probably don't need this, but this is therapy for me. And they did not do that. They were in shotgun. And I feel like we've been screaming for years as football has evolved. Why are so many people in shotgun? This is a prime example of that. That should not be, hey, we're in shotgun. That should be, we're going to get as close. Honestly, I wouldn't have hated Lynnell. Remember that bit they did last year? Bring Marcus Mariota in, sneak it? Wouldn't have hated it. Stop it. And then, as we mentioned, Chicago falls on the football, and then DeAndre Swift is just cannot be tackled. It wasn't even a touchdown. It was just gashing the Commanders' defense on a regular. Like, he was legitimately bullying the defense. Eddie Goldman must be the greatest defensive tackle that nobody talks about.
So here's the thing. They didn't call. This is my thing. Like, what the? I'm about to cuss. I guess we can't cuss on here, but I don't want to. Why did they call up an extra freaking wide receiver and not a defensive tackle if they knew Eddie Goldman wasn't going to freaking play? Where's Sheldon Day? Where's Carl Davis? Why the hell are y'all calling up another wide receiver and you get gashed on the ground tonight? Jalen Holmes cannot play defensive tackle. Damn.
I don't even know how much Tay Martin played.
I saw Tay Martin. I saw him each on one play.
I saw Jacory Brooks on like the actual football field one time. Maybe he was on some special teams, but just like your traditional lineup, I saw him on the field one time. We'll get the official numbers, sometime tomorrow morning. But from what my four eyes saw, I saw Jacory Brooks on the field one time, and it was in the first quarter.
That's my
I honestly didn't even think about that, so I'm glad you made that point. They brought up 2 wide receivers today.
And Eddie Goldman is on.
And Eddie Goldman was not active. They knew he was not going to be active. It's not like that was a surprise. They knew he was not going to be active, and they did not make an adjustment to bring up another big body to stop the run. How many other defensive tackles do they have? They have 3 guys. They have 4 on the roster, and one of them was gone, which means you have a 3-man rotation of Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Johnny Newton. I don't think that any of them played particularly bad, so to speak, but you need as many big bodies in the middle as possible when you understand that that is a team that wants to run the football. And even if Chicago did not have a great year to this point running the football, who had a really good play last year that kind of changed the dynamic of last year's game? The running back. And they said, no.
I think that's probably the more disheartening thing about this. Something that had been a strength all year long in your biggest game of the year to this point turned into a weakness. And there was no real answer for it. All night long, there were these gash runs. And our pal Logan Paulson taught me this term a couple of years ago when we were doing the in-game show together. Death by 1,000 paper cuts is what it felt like tonight with DeAndre Swift. It was a 6-yard run here. It was a 5-yard run here, 8-yard run here. You were never able to make Chicago one-dimensional.
Never.
And even though Caleb Williams played like a brain-dead quarterback tonight, he was able to take advantage on a couple of different chunk plays. I don't know. I'm bad. I'm noticing like I'm too emotional for this, man. It's just frustrating because like this was your strength all year long. Stop in the run. Eddie Goldman, by the way, a top 10 graded run defender via.
He's been
via
fantastic.
PFF. So,
by the way, also, if we're just pointing fingers, and this is what this show is going to be a lot tonight, Preston Smith cannot run.
Oh, he looks out of shape.
Looks cannot bad. Run.
Look terrible.
There had to have been a better option. He can't run. And it's not like Von Miller can't run.
Yeah.
When you fill your team with a bunch of old guys that can't get after the quarterback, because Dorrance is the only guy that can get after the quarterback, it feels like, on the edge.
Did he have all 3 of our sacks tonight, or am I making that up?
I think you're making
I'm
that
being
up,
facetious when I say that, but that's the point.
He was involved in a lot of them.
He said we sacked Caleb Williams 3 times. Didn't feel like we impacted him consistently on a down-in, down-out basis, but this is the hard part. Been saying it all week. Screamed about it today. Make them one-dimensional. They couldn't beat you if they had to drop Caleb back 35, 40 times. What are the ultimate numbers here? What are the ultimate numbers here? Because I know I'm not tripping. They cannot win when you have to drop it 29 times. It's his balance of a afternoon or evening that he's had all year.
And his completion percentage was like a hair over 50. He's 17 to 29.
Yeah.
He had 12 incompletions, some of which should have been picked off, which is a whole nother box or a bag of worms.
No, it's a problem. Our DBs can't freaking catch.
They can't catch. Like Mikey had one that.
He's a former wideout, Denton.
That's right in. Hey, you should make that catch.
The worst one was the deep shot where Quan Martin and Darnell Savage are there. The ball is literally hanging.
That is like backyard football. You're playing jackpot.
Yeah.
And you just throw it up there, and you have you can jump in front of Rome Odunze. Savage actually took a terrible angle on it. He's like the only defensive guy that I didn't play awful.
Frankie made some plays. It was just the
Frankie
front
played
seven, man.
some plays, but the front seven was tough, and then it just felt like the zone. They don't play man very well. They don't play zone very well, which is kind of a problem because there's not another defense to play in the NFL.
I don't even think the coverage was bad. Like, I'm not.
I don't know. There's a Rome Odunze play where he's like just butt naked open. And you're like, you should probably guard him.
So, are you talking about when Marshawn finger points at Bobby Wagner and Luvu saying, take the crosser, and Bobby's just standing there looking like a damn Ninja Turtle?
I mean, I am done with Bobby in coverage. He's a great player.
Yeah.
But he can't. You have a bunch of guys on defense that can't run at a high enough level in the NFL. Because even like they got blessed with Zacchaeus, who was clearly an inside agent.
Would have scored.
I mean,
would have scored.
He goes at minimum 50 yards from basically the goal line, and he just dropped it because you had Bobby Wagner in coverage, and Bobby's not going to catch him. He's just not. I don't even know if in prime Bobby Wagner is catching old-ass Olamide Zacchaeus. But old Bobby Wagner is definitely not catching Olamide Zacchaeus. And they constantly put him in those positions.
Rookie Bobby Wagner wasn't catching him. I mean, that's a lot.
I thought they would have found out that with last week with Jordan McGee that there was something because he was athletic. And
did he play a snap last night today?
He got a penalty on special teams.
Yeah.
A penalty that took away a big return that he was really unnecessary.
It's just killing me, Denton. Like, it's just so many little gaffes tonight that absolutely crushed you. And if we're like being overly critical about this, I think you may have played worse than the score even says. Chicago tried multiple times to just give you the football game, man. Tried to give it to you multiple times. And you said, no, we don't want it. You have it. It's your turn to beat us in dramatic fashion. I don't give a rat's ass about last year. I just am so frustrated because, like, you needed this one. This is your easiest game in the next 6 or 7 weeks. You think Dallas with Tyler Booker and Tyler Smith, you really think that group is not licking their chops at the way DeAndre Swift just ran the ball on you? Dak Prescott may score 60 next week.
I'm terrified of what Pickens and Lamb.
We don't tackle. We don't get a consistent pass rush. We are a group of front runners. All I hear is anybody, anywhere, anybody. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. Anybody, anywhere, anytime I ask. BMF this, BMF that. We are a front running ass group. We are the most Jekyll and Hyde. You know what they say when you texting a female or you DMing a girl and she respond one day, giving you love. She don't respond the next day. Next thing you know, you see her out with your friend. We call her wishy-washy. The Commanders are wishy-washy. That's what this is. They're a front runner. They're like, it's the number one thing I keep saying, that, and I hate this because I don't want to use that 5-letter word that starts with a P. In the real world, that's like me. Every time I see Ben Strober, I knock his ass out. But when I turn the corner and it's Darius, oh, sorry, Darius. And we're front runners, man. I don't, and I get it, it's early. But when you're 500, you had a golden opportunity to be atop the division. And you blew this away. And I know it's early, but it starts to get late early when this is your reality.
I mean, we're in like mid-October now.
We still missing tackles.
And you're still missing tackles.
Let them not play in the preseason next year. I'll fire Dan Quinn myself.
I mean, and now, as you aptly mentioned, there's a bunch of tough teams coming up. Your schedule is not easy.
And if your run problems are really back,
Kenneth
Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams,
anyone,
Isaiah Pacheco,
anyone,
Mahomes.
I mean, Mahomes has been running like crazy. We're going to do that again on primetime. If the run problems are back, you're in trouble. And in trouble in the sense that the season is in trouble if the run problems are back. If you cannot force turnovers, you're not good at defending the pass against competent passing teams, which Chicago was not really that. But Dak Prescott is putting up eye-popping numbers. And you can't stop the run. You can't force turnovers. Can't stop the pass. How do you expect to win football games? How? And maybe the thing that I think sucks the most about this, Lynnell, is that last year they would have won this game because everything was going right for them.
Yeah.
And then this is like the inverse where everything is going wrong for them and they can't find a way to overcome the fact that everything's going wrong for them.
I haven't even put out a post-game video yet. I mean, I'm just all over the place. I don't know, man. I would love to hear from Dan
balls, but like we're not doing that today. It's just not going to happen because there are none. Because you lose.
Jaden,
a game that you should have won.
DQ said that Jaden took responsibility, but he's got to watch the tape. I know Jaden's going to take responsibility.
Yeah, so that is the least of my worries.
He's the least of my concerns.
Like we're sitting here, and it's if you're gonna point fingers at Jaden, it's not a bad thing to do because the fumble
he's
was
part of it.
Bad, right? Like he's a big boy, he's a grown up.
Yeah.
He can take some criticism. I promise you, he's gotten it over the course of his career in college. He played in some tough environments. He can take some criticism, but he's also going to be the one to say, "Hey, I screwed that up. I'm going to get better from it." The problem is, like I am not worried about that at all. I do not foresee another scenario where Jaden in the rain in the fourth quarter is going to have a fumble like that. I just don't see that happening the rest of the year. What I do see happening is the defensive problems. This just happens to suck because it happened deep into the game, and then mixed with the defensive problems, it allowed Chicago to march right down the field, and it effectively cost them the game. I know he took accountability because he is a leader, and it's one of the many reasons that we love him. It just really sucks right now because that's a game that you should have stolen from Chicago, and instead we are sitting here losing our voices and just being very, very upset. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be smiling. I wanted to do like 25 minutes having fun with my homie, and we're going to be dancing, and we're going to be flexing, and we're going to be talking trash on Chicago because I did a lot of that this week, and now we're sitting here. And Jake Moody, the guy that sucked in San Francisco to the point where Adam Peters looked at the guy here who was sucking and said, I'd rather have him than the guy that I knew in San Francisco. And then he's the one that beats you. Man, it sucks. That's a tough feeling.
I'm such a sore loser. I'm a sore loser. Well put. I mean, I'm normally never at a loss for words, but this one is hard to digest because I genuinely didn't see it coming. I
thought he was going to miss until he...
It wasn't even that. It's the defense. Not being able to stop the run. Like, I cannot get over that. Eddie Goldman should have been paid a hell of a lot more. But someone please ask Dan Quinn why they elevated Tay Brooks. Or Ja'Cory brought Tay Brooks. They might as well be one person.
You just said with the Dragon Ball Z fusion.
It might as well be one person. They don't do nothing. Somebody asked why they called up 2 wide receivers and not a defensive tackle. Sheldon Day is walking around with the best dreads in the DMV on the sideline, just swinging, doing nothing. Come on, man. I'm about to text JP Philly. Ask this damn question.
I think he's already talking.
Really?
On to Dallas. You got anything else here before we wrap up? Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
You'll get more. Maybe we'll cool down and do some more tomorrow.
I have nothing to cool down off of. I'm unfortunately out of commission tomorrow because this was a long day for me. Literally, I may send a text out. I may beg and plead to get on the air tomorrow. I am itching to get to, but you know what I love to do? I love to get a good watch back in before I go score.
Yeah.
I need to really confirm what the hell I just saw. I have nothing nice to say about any member of this front seven. Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Jazan Dude. I don't care what flash plays you made. He had a couple TFLs. DeAndre's, what the damn numbers at?
Over 100 yards on
14
carries.
5.4 yards a pop. Their longest run was 19 yards. So don't hit me with that, they have one explosive play that skewed the numbers. Not the case. You got gashed all night long. Beat the hell up front at home. Monday Night Football, blackout. That couldn't get you revved up to go get your ass in there and lock out and turn and twist and not get reach blocked? All day long they got reached.
No more blackouts. You tried.
I love them damn uniforms.
I love the uniforms, but like the blackout where everyone in the stadium's wearing black and you're going to be intimidating, it didn't work. There was a bunch of people wearing white.
I just don't get like how we could like, I don't know how else to describe us, bro. We really be in there, wham, wham, wham. As soon as we see somebody formidable, it's like we just pick on, oh, gosh, I'm trying not to get canceled. We just because it feels like we're like this like fake ass bully. We pick on all the teams that like are soft. The Atlanta Falcons said, "Oh, you think he was going to do wham right hook?" The Packers literally minus several offensive linemen stood up, took their belt off, and spanked you again.
I think we've only seen a punter like 4 times this year.
I mean, dog. I just don't. It is crazy. Damn, bro. I almost made like an inappropriate like reference, bro. Like, but that's all I can do is describe it to real life stuff, bro. Like, it's like if you got, it's like somebody out there that's addicted to eating McDonald's. You addicted to eating McDonald's. You addicted to eating McDonald's. 30 days in a row, you go without McDonald's. Somebody throw a McDouble in front of your ass, you can't handle yourself. I just don't. We're like addicted to reverting back to our old bad habits. We're addicted to mediocrity. We're so mid right now. I hate to say it.
Honestly, though, mid is like that's the perfect word. Because offensively, they have some good. Your quarterback is still good, and you're going to get 2 playmakers back soon.
He's got to capitalize, though, on some of these plays.
Soon. I don't know, soon. But defensively, you are just not good. Atrocious. Awful. Terrible. Horrible. Whatever other synonyms you can have for being dog shit, it's what you are.
That's like I'm sorry, Denton. I can't get off of it, and I'm gonna try my hardest on Wednesday when I'm back in to not call them the P word. That's what this is. When you can only beat up people that are smaller than you and clearly inferior, somebody your own weight class steps up to you and you wilt like a little biatch. That's what the Commanders have done in 3 out of the first 6 weeks. In 3 out of the first 6 weeks, the teams have made us look soft. Anybody, anywhere, my time, I can't even end the stream.
Yeah.
I'm walking.
We're out of here. He's Lynnell Willingham. I'm Denton Day. Get home safe. I'm going to get home safe. I will try my best to not fumble in the rain. See ya.